Hello friends, Fagun Shah from Integration Lab here. Today we are going to see how we can use multiple column values to look up rows inside Google Sheet. Let me show you what exactly I mean by that. So basically, in current setup of Pabbly's lookup row action, you can only pass one lookup value. You can search across multiple columns, but you cannot search different value, okay, a different value set for each column, right? It will show you no data found. But instead, if we see in B, C and D in here, we have standard 150 and C. So this doesn't work as expected, right? Actually what this works is like, if we only pass, we pass B, C and D, it will only take one value and it will search for standard 1 in all three columns and return all the rows. But that is not something we want, right? So what we want is actually that, for example, it should be standard 1, the B column value should be standard 1, then marks value should be 50 and grade should be C. So now if we search through this whole data, we can see that okay, this is 70 and A, so it doesn't match, right? But if we come down in here, yeah, it does match. Again we come down in here, it does match, right? So there should be total of 3 rows written and it should match all the 3 columns, right? Basically we are going to use the select query in Google Sheet, right? And you can pass as many condition or value of columns as you want in the query, right? It is not limited to 3 columns only. You can pass as many column values as you want. Okay, so yeah, let's get started, and let me delete this last step because this one is unnecessary. So let me show you what I have set up, right? So I have created a dummy Elementor form on my test website where I have created a drop down with 1 2 3 4 standard 1 2 3 4 5, and then I have another drop down with marks 50 60 and 70 and grade A B C, right? Now I have captured that response using webhook in Pabbly Connect. Okay, this is how the webhook response is captured. Now I am passing the formula using Pabbly Connect's Google Sheet action called update cell value. So I have selected the spreadsheet. I have selected the extra sheet. The data is in sheet 1. The formula will be in A1 cell of sheet 2. And I have passed the range, like you need to pass the formula in A1 cell, right? And the query is in here as a formula, right? So any Google Sheet formula always starts with equal to sign, right? Then we are using a query, so it is a query. Any query needs to be between 2 parentheses, okay, brackets. Now we are passing the sheet name and range. So we are passing the sheet name, then exclamation mark, then we pass the range. So range will be the A1 to the D column, right? The whole D column. So it will check whole range till the end of the D column. Okay, then comma. Okay, first we pass the range. Now we are going to pass the actual query, right? Query should always between the double quotes, right? And it should start with select space star. Star means select all. So basically this part says select all, where column B's value is standard 1, right? We are passing the text value, so it is between single quotes, space, and C column's value is 50. It is a numeric value, so it is not between the quotes, right? And the D column's value should be grade C. Now it should return all the rows which fulfill this particular condition in sheet 1, right? So if we open the response here, it will say that it has updated the range. Okay, and then I have added 2 minutes delay because it can be possible that data you have is a very large amount of data. Then it might take some time to go through whole data and generate all the query result in here, right? So I have added 2 minutes of delay. Then I am using get rows action of Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect, and I have selected sheet 2 and I am passing A2 to D. So all the field row will be written with simple response turned off. So I will receive that in an array format, which I can use to pass inside iterator function, which is a free task, right? And I can process each row or each result one by one, right? So here is the first result while we set up the workflow, and I am just passing them through a particular text formatter just for testing purpose. You can do anything. You can like send a WhatsApp message, or you can send email, whatever, depends on the type of data you have. Okay, so yeah, this is how the whole thing is set up, right? And let's do a testing right now. Currently it is set up as standard 2, C marks should be 60 and grade should be B, right? Now we are going to submit a form live. Okay, so we are going to standard 1 50 and C, right? Let's send it. And if we go to the history, you can see it has been triggered here, and you can see that it has already passed the query formula in a particular A1 cell of sheet 2. So if we go in here, you can see the whole value has been changed now. It has fetched all the required rows. Okay, all the conditions are met in here. Now it has, the workflow has entered to a 2 minute of delay stage. Why? Because this is a small data, so it won't affect actually, but in large data size it may affect. So we have added the 2 minute of delay just to be on a secure side, right? Once that delay is complete, it should simply get all the rows from sheet 2, right? So it should capture all the 3 rows, and it should capitalize name 1, name 11 and name 16, right? So here should be something similar output. Here is for the our previous condition which I have tested out. So name 17 and name 2 were capitalized. Let's refresh it. Okay, as you can see that it has completed its execution, and in here you can see it has brought back all the rows where the condition was met, right? And it has converted them to capital letters, right? The name. Okay, so this is how you actually look up with any number of condition using columns, right? And this is a very useful feature whenever you like want to try multiple condition matchup. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you like the video or not, and yeah, see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, bye bye.